All right, Jim, your first trip to one of our all-time favorites in Evergreen Park Resurrection Graveyard, what'd you think?
Yes, this truly for a home hunt was absolutely spectacular. I mean, from the wait entertainment first and foremost as you're waiting again was just incomparable. I mean, they had characters patrolling up and down the lines. I mean, an individual who looked like he was on the loose from some insane asylum. You had just characters that were really, like I say, just keeping things alive. And then when you entered, this was just an outstanding experience because again, this is on home property, and yet you were treated to each room that in total took about 15 minutes to get through, and each experience was very unique unto itself. I mean, you started in a situation where you're kind of being lectured as to the rules, and then of course you approach a coffin and it pops up and surprises you and catches you off guard, and that just sets the tone. Very well populated with actors who were extremely engaged. Definitely, while not in a professional setting, so the rules were, a little bit more loosey-goosey in terms of how, close in the proximity that the actors got. But again, it created a very effective, sort of ill-at-ease type framework. And like I say, every character, including the Squiggle character, who was really recurring. I mean, he appeared in the beginning, and was just right away had us huddled in this dark corridor and was explaining how he was rated a 26 in terms of the
The psycho killer.
Exactly, a psychopathic killer, whereas Gacy was at 8. And that you thought that was the end, and I mean throughout that character kept reappearing and was just very, very effective. There were just moments that were constantly keeping you ill at ease. You were worshiping at the satanic altar and having to recite these verses at one point. And again, for a home experience, I mean, that was, like I say, unlike anything I've ever seen in all my years of haunting. Just an exceptional experience, and I would have to give that really a 5 chainsaw level rating. It was outstanding.
Now, is this something that you would compare to the level of a professional hunt?
I absolutely would. I think this is really, with the exception of the fact that it's on, personal property, I think every aspect, to me, was professionally done. And the good news is we were told at the conclusion is that this will be moving to a more professional setting across from Resurrection Cemetery, which we're really looking forward to. I think that's the logical next step. I really do. I mean, I obviously came in on the tail end of the home portion, but I can tell you, I think this is in every way, shape, and form professionally done, and really looking forward to next year hitting it in the professional venue.
Okay, Laura, a return visit to one we go to every year, Resurrection Graveyard. What'd you think?
Oh gosh. Well, where do I begin with Resurrection Graveyard? Starting from the wait entertainment, the actors that are in line, I mean, they're just, oh my gosh, I can't even describe. And then once you get in, it's like, wow, you're like, it's a home haunt, but it's better than most professional haunts. I mean, this is, I can't even begin to say how great this is as a home haunt, because it doesn't feel like a home haunt. It actually feels like a professional haunt, and a very intense one. It's very intense. The actors are all over the place. They're all, right there, and it's a lot of fun. I love the, everybody's great, but then there's Squiggles, right?
Squiggles.
Yeah,
He's something else.
Yes, he is. Oh my gosh. He's great, yeah. And, first thing you know, here he is hanging upside down in front of us, and he's great with his arms and everything. But then there's the room with the nurses. They're great. The girl with the syringe in the eye, and she's got a syringe in her chest. Oh, my gosh. I mean, that room's great. And then there's another one with a wind-up doll, and she's got a knife.
Oh, yeah.
And she's fantastic. The actors are just outstanding in this haunt. I mean, they're all over the place. They all, sometimes I wonder if they're really like this in real life, if they're not even all acting. But, that's a great thing. That's great, because it just makes the haunt even better. They're fantastic. But I absolutely love it. I love it every year. And once again, Resurrection Graveyard is Hall of Fame.
Okay, again, I say this every single year, but I'm going to say it again. This is a home haunt. And I know sometimes I say those two words, it's a home haunt, and people just turn off the video. Oh, it's a home haunt. What is that? Well, if you don't know and you want to be a home haunt snob and don't go, well, then you don't deserve to enjoy yourself, because this is a home haunt that proves how great a home haunt can be. This is on the level of many professional haunts that we go to. It's just as long. It's between 15 and 17 minutes long, which is pretty much the average length for most professional haunts, and we can tell you that it definitely surpasses a number of haunts in the same time category, if you will, the same type of category. Now, of course, it doesn't have Hollywood-style sets and things like that, so don't get me wrong with that. It is a home haunt, but you have to remember this is in this guy's garage and driveway. Okay, and it's not in a warehouse or anywhere else, and it's fantastic. The intensity is there from the minute you enter to the minute that you leave, even before you enter with the Wade Entertainment. So many outstanding actors in there. As Laura mentioned, the nurse with the syringes, the wind-up doll, she was outstanding this year. I mean, she was just crazy all over the place with this knife and this weird look in her eyes. And who knows, maybe she's like that all the time. I don't know. I suspect Squiggles is like that all the time. And he was hanging upside down in different places and doing various things. But I also have to mention a lot of other people in there, too. There's Crazy Charlie outside. He was great. I love Crazy Charlie. There's Bobo. Bobo was there at the end. Bobo the clown. Very nice to meet you, Bobo. Glad to make your acquaintance. There was the guy who read us the rules, the crazy priest character. He's always good. There was the doctor. And there was a guy, I don't know how else to describe this guy. He was a clown that looked like if Jesus put a clown mask on or some clown makeup on, that would be this guy. He spoke very eloquently, sort of soft-spoken, but he kind of looked Christ-like, if you will, a little Jesus-like with clown makeup. And he was a very funny guy, and he took us into this one room where there was a box, and they made Laura open the box, and they asked us if we wanted to see the Gimp, and lo and behold, the Gimp came out, and they all had a great laugh, and at Laura's expense, which I found quite amusing, actually. No, everybody was very funny in there. There are too many people to name. It's just fun to hang around there and watch them terrorize people and everything.
I like the girl with the teeth that wanted our teeth.
Yes.
She had like the wrench with her.
Yeah, that was good too. Yes, she wanted everybody's teeth. All in all, it's a very unusual haunt. It's not, I wouldn't say it's family friendly. It's not family friendly. Again, I said this before in previous years, but I'll say it again. If you have a friend that is scared of haunted houses, but an adult friend, mind you, not a child. We don't want to terrorize children, maybe. An adult friend who's afraid of haunts, pretend this one isn't intense. Say, hey, it'll be all right. It'll be cool. It's fun. And get them really scared. This is a place to take them. It's outstanding, and we love it every single year. I loved it this year. This was my favorite year out of all the years that I've been going. So big hats off, Horror Tour hats off to Resurrection Graveyard Hall of Fame.
Everybody in there, the actors are top-notch cut. What's the name of that place we just ate at?
I don't know, something Del Carmen, I think. That was good. It was good.
It's very good food, but it's like,
it's right there
again. Anyway, okay. Wait just a minute. Let me compose myself.
You're almost there.
I know, I'm tired.
Almost there. So close.
Okay, what was I saying?
Talking about the actors being excellent.
Oh.